你好 and 对不起. This is week 11, but I am recording week 10 video. These past 2 weeks, my 孩子 have not been feeling well, and so I've been 我很忙, very busy. And so I do have, though, a lot of little clips and videos from week 10. So we'll jump into those. And what I did this week was I was really focusing on reviewing all my previous sections. I'm all the way up to lesson 24 in unit 2. So I've gotten pretty far and I've opened a lot of lessons, but I haven't been doing a lot of writing. And so I'm going to talk about that in the video today. Okay, so I just made a realization today of how much I've been procrastinating my writing. So here is telephone. Telephone is the 9th lesson of unit 2. So it's the 9th lesson of unit 2. I've opened up shopping recently, which is the 24th lesson. That's the last section I've opened up in Duolingo was 24. So I did my first practice on this character, which is in the telephone lesson. So lesson 9. This is my first time practicing this character on my worksheets. So yeah, I guess I've been pretty behind. So for when I have these sheets available, I still have a couple words from my college sheets that Duolingo is just starting to introduce. And for example, this is from the telephone. The. And I just practice them here on the worksheets that I have. The. So this word in a sentence would be 你说的很快. 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 And so there I'm using the word 的. But for a lot of words in the new sections that I'm opening up in Duolingo, I do not have the worksheets, so I don't know the stroke order. So this week 10, I spent a lot of time on this tool, looking up the characters and learning the stroke order. And then I would go into my worksheets where I had blank spaces and I would write down the characters. I was using multiple colored pens, which you can see I have some there with green and I have this one with red, so that I can remember the correct stroke order. So the black strokes are the first ones that I do, and then the next colored strokes are slowly, I'm going into the black strokes. So that last character I did was fu, 丈夫 for husband, and this one is 妻. And this is for wife. 妻子. But yeah, the thing that I was doing this whole week was just writing characters, practicing them a couple times, and then going back to the tool, looking up more characters. Because like I said, I was all the way in the 9th lesson, the telephone lesson. That's how far back my practice with characters were. And so I spent the whole week doing a lot of research for all the other characters up to lesson 24. So here it is, 妻子 for wife, 妻子. And so here again, there's another example of just all the research that I had to do. And this is just one section, one page. And you see the green and the red marks. This week, I didn't do very many new crowns, just one new crown. But you can see here that I went from 181 days to 187 days. So I kept my streak and I got a little bit of work done there in the market and hobby section. And you can see I have 91 out of the 125 crowns for Unit 2, which is pretty far. So here's my weekly update that Duolingo sends. It gives you a chance to look back. So I did have every single day practice. I got a little bit more XP than last week. And it says here that I spent 3 hours and 53 minutes on it. But I really spent so much more time outside of Duolingo in practicing my Chinese this week because of how much time I spent doing the research for how the characters were written. And I was reviewing a lot of the old lessons. And so there's no new words learned this week, but it was because of all the review I did. 再见. New videos every 星期一, Monday.